Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here I am with another review for you guys today. And it is, of course, the Lepin Black Pearl. Now, if anybody saw my Lepin Black Pearl unboxing video, you know I said in that I wouldn't be reviewing this ship until after the holidays. Well, due to people requesting this review, especially with the holiday season coming up, let me get started by showing you guys the instruction manual for this set. And it's actually a pretty good instruction manual, as far as like paper quality. It feels a little thicker, the front cover does, than some of my other Lepin manuals have. Now let me get started with the minifigures for this set. You get Captain Jack Sparrow, which is of course a given. You get Will Turner, the shark guy. I forget what his name is. Somebody wants to leave his name in the message. That would be cool. Davy Jones. Mr. Gibbs. And Bootstrap Bill. And while I'm on to Bootstrap Bill, I will show you one of the flaws that I came across. And as you can tell, it is his arm. He came with 2 right arms and no left arms. So that was definitely a Lepin flaw. It's not that big of a deal to me, because I'm probably just going to steal the arms off of him or off another minifigure, probably Gibbs, because I have official Lego version of him, but I don't have a Bootstrap Bill. And so that will probably be what I do to circumvent that problem. But as far as the minifigures, other than that mistake, I was actually, quite surprised. If you've watched my other Lepin videos, I had always talked about how the minifigures were, definitely, below Lego quality. And while I would still say these are slightly below, as a whole, they are getting better. They are getting better. I'm definitely gonna keep some of these around, and I'm surprised to say that. Like this Will here, the only complaint I can make is one arm is, pretty tough to move, and the other one is really loose. But other than that, he feels good, he looks good. I can't really complain too much about him. So, other than the mistake with the arm, that's the only problem that I really have with these minifigures for this set. And of course, as with all Lepin sets, this is my 4th one. They all come with these little weapon sheets. I'm not exactly sure why, because I don't need any of these for this set. I mean, maybe it's because of the knives, but who knows. And before I get onto some more of my complaints, let's just go ahead and look at this bad boy. It is a very, very good reproduction of the original Lego set, in my opinion. All these doors open up so you can completely do a 360 on the captain's quarters, and that comes open as well. There's not a lot to see in this set. The majority of what you're looking at is going to be in the captain's quarters itself. But there's a little bird's eye view for you guys. Again, not a whole lot to see. Not like the Imperial flagship anyways. Figurehead. Again, it's a pretty good. It's a very good clone of the Lego set in my opinion. For the most part. I mean, this set cost me, I think, about $50 and some change shipped to my door, and it came rather quick. I was quite surprised with how quickly it arrived to my home. But as far as, before I get into the Lepin complaints, let me address some of my design flaws from Lego with this set. And the number one thing that bothers me is the way these cannon ports are designed. This back one here is all for show because these stairs here are blocking that cannon port hole. So it really serves no purpose. So you can use these two on both sides, and they come in front of the rigging, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just creates a different look to the ship than any of the other Lego ships. Like usually you'll find the rigging in the middle of these, and that's another thing. It only comes with one rigging. This mast here does not have a rigging. Again, that's different for a Lego set, a Lego pirate ship. So that's an interesting, design, difference. And another thing I was kind of surprised by this ship is the size. It's really not that big of a pirate ship. I'm not saying it's not nice, but it's not very big. Like I'm gonna do a Queen Anne's Revenge compare video in the near future, and the Queen Anne's Revenge is quite a bit bigger than this set. And don't even talk about the Imperial flagship. That one will just dwarf it. So this ship it's really, the one that it's closest designed to is the Brick Bounty. And they both, if you watch my Brick Bounty video, I talked about, this back section here, because it's one of these front hull pieces, and then it is three of the middle pieces, but then there's no rear piece. So to my knowledge, which is pretty good concerning these Lego pirate ships, the Brick Bounty and this one are the only ones that don't have the rear hull piece. They are designed differently, and as a result, it makes them smaller ships, which again isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just noteworthy, in my opinion. So again, that has nothing to do with Lepin itself. Those are Lego concerns that I was a little surprised by when I was building this set. Now, as for the Lepin issues with it, first and foremost is the sails. They are extremely thin, and if you watched my unboxing video, you will have noticed that I thought that I got shorted in that video because it looked to me like I did, but no, they are all here. And thanks to Courage Dog, who's one of my bigger fans and supporters of my channel, he's the one that actually pointed out that the way that they're like stuck together, that you almost have to pry them apart. And had I not known that, I would have thought that I had gotten shorted. So thank you, Courage Dog, for pointing that out to me. I really appreciate that. But still, I will be replacing these sails with official Lego Black Pearl sails in the future because I'm not a big fan of them. And then another flaw that I want to, show you guys is you see this here, and then this chain down here. Those are Lego pieces that I had to use in order to even attach this sail here. This is what it came with to attach these sails. It came with just a string with nothing attached, and then it came with these little pieces so you could, you're supposed to tie them on and basically make one of these. Where Lego, they come already complete with Lego. You don't have to like build your own version. And that's a big complaint of mine. It's something Lepin needs to address going forward, because I mean, look, you can see there's a gap right there. Like, even if you tie it, I tried to tie it on there and it just slipped right off. Like, this is not gonna work. This is garbage here. That's plain junk. And it came with two of them, one for down here and one from up there. I tried for like 5 minutes and I was just like, nope. Went and got Lego pieces, and said, let me do that, because I was not satisfied at all with that idea. And then so that's really Lepin complaint number 3. Number 1 being the backwards arms, number 2 being the sails, number 3 being the string thing. And then I'm going to show you my final Lepin complaint here, and this is this one. It blew my mind. Look at the cannons here. It's wrong. It's all wrong. I have bought sets from Lego, obviously, other Lepin sets with cannons and Lepin sets, and I have never received a cannon like this before. I mean, it's supposed to be shooting. It's not going to shoot. And not only that, it came with 2 like this. So, yes, I've never experienced cannons that are, so backwards, basically, for lack of a better term, from any of the other, cannon manufacturers. My guess is that the machine that makes the cannons was malfunctioning that day, and the story with all Lepin sets, thus far, has been quality control. And instead of fixing the problem and replacing these with proper working cannons, they just throw them in the bag and say, there you go, this is what you get, and don't throw a fit, basically. And so I mean, I've already taken this apart to kind of look at it, and I mean, I've never taken a Lego cannon apart, so I don't know if the inside is different. It just, there's clearly some kind of issue here, and I don't know what it is, but if I can't fix it, I'm just gonna go ahead and break it, and just so I'll just remove the shooting function, because I don't really care about the shooting function anyways. They're more for looks for me anyways, so it's not the end of the world if I have to break it. So that's probably my biggest issue that surprised me with this set. And then let me see if I can find something in the instruction booklet. I had ran into some interesting things here. Now if you know anything about Lepin sets, you're going to run into some abnormalities with the instructions with colors and stuff. So I'm not even going to get into that, because yes, sometimes the gray looks black, or and vice versa. So you really have to be careful when you're putting these sets together that you have the appropriate color. But I've come to expect that. This is my 4th Lepin set that I've put together. But I want to show you this. That the two pieces have melded together in the instruction booklet, and it's hard to tell what is what. That's how it's supposed to look. That's the actual pieces. But for some reason on this one, and the instructions for right here has nothing to do. You're building the chair right here, but you look at it and you're like, what's going on? But then, like I said, on the very next page, it's how it actually looks. And there's quite a few times that happened while I was putting the set together, and I don't remember that from any of my other Lepin sets. I mean, maybe it did, and I just didn't notice it, but I noticed it a lot on this one. So that was very interesting. And my guess, just as pure speculation here, but given the lawsuit that Lego is having with Lepin, that'll be solved in September of 2017. They'll be going to court. I think that they're making changes on purpose, maybe that with the instruction booklet is one of them, that, if you change something just enough that it's not technically the same anymore, it's not necessarily illegal, especially in a country like China. Now, I could be wrong. That's just my pure speculation on that. But again, I wanted to point it out, to give you guys a real honest to good assessment here. And then let me talk about this set overall here. Now, you've heard my complaints against the Lego design, and you've heard my complaints against Lepin on this set. But now let me really surprise you guys and say that despite the Lepin flaws, I think you are a little foolish to buy the Lego version of this ship at this point. And the reason why I say that is because you are going to have a hard time finding this ship for less than $300, and maybe $250 if you're lucky. But with all the minifigures and everything, you're looking at about $300. Now, yes, the Lego version has this minifigure has a lot to do with the value and the price of this set, and for that $300 range. And the reason why is because he is a very valuable minifigure. Obviously not the Lepin version, but the Lego one is a valuable minifigure. So that does play into the equation. But if you take Davy Jones out of it and just look at the actual set, what you're getting here, $300 for this ship is a lot to ask for. And I don't say that often. I paid, fairly expensive for my Queen Anne's Revenge, my Lego Queen Anne's Revenge, but that ship is worth it. Now, I'm not saying I don't like this ship. I do like this ship, but if I paid $300 for this ship, I would be a little disappointed, because that money could be used better for other Lego purchases. Again, I paid $50 for this Lepin set, and yes, I'm gonna have to put more money into the sales, and I had to do some changes, yada yada yada. But still, the way that the Lego version of this one is priced right now, it's not worth it. It's really not. And I say that as a huge Lego fan, a huge Lego Pirates fan. But if you want this ship, if you want this set, I really recommend going and getting the Lepin version despite the flaws and because of the price. It's a smaller ship, folks. I'm going to do some more videos and do some side-by-side comparisons with some of the other ones so you guys can really get an idea of it. But it's not, this is not a $300 ship. It's just not. So, but now that I said that, let me get it on to my rating. And, you know, even though I said that this is not a $300 ship, originally it wasn't $300. So I'm going to base this upon the new, you know, when it was on shelves Lego version. And I still like it. If you watch my pirate ship rank video, I had this ship at number 5, and I still kind of stand by that. I like this ship, even though it has some things I don't like about it. The captain's cabin is amazing, and it's very, you know, pleasing to the eye set. So, but I can't give it a 10. You know, I would give the Lego version probably a 9. It's about a 9. And so how would I stack up the Lepin version compared to the Lego being a 9? I would say I'm going to go with a 7.75. And my reasoning is for the flaws and the mistakes that I pointed out. You know, I can't quite give it an 8 for those reasons, but I think a 7.5 is a little bit too short because I am very happy with this purchase. So I'm going to go a 7.75 as my rating on it. And there you have it, folks. That is my review of the Lepin Black Pearl. And so thanks for watching. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And again, another shout out to Courage Dog for his helpful information on the sales. You really, you know, made my day with that. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care.